Some of you might remember this puzzle I did earlier this year. It was my very first Gibsons puzzle, and my main problem with this puzzle was the false fits, especially in the sky area. So even when I did this puzzle, I realized it's an older puzzle, so I can't really judge it compared to the newer ones. And the moment I got my hands on a newer one, I was like, yes, I want to assemble this and I want to compare how it compares to the older one. This one is from 2023 or 2023, if I'm not mistaken. And I had a completely different experience. And I will talk you through what I discovered assembling this puzzle. And before we start, I would just like to say thank you to each and every one of you that was willing to share your knowledge with me regarding this brand and how the old ones and the new ones compared, the difference between the blue box and the new design. Without you guys, I would not have known everything that I did today. And I would just like to say, I really appreciate it. You have no idea, and I can't express how thankful I am for your willingness to share that info. But yeah, without further delay, let's talk about this puzzle. Okay, so let me start off by saying that the only reference I've got is the older Gibsons that I assembled, and this is the only one of the new ones. So it's the only two Gibsons I've ever assembled. So what I'm talking about today is with this two in mind. And I do realize another thing, and it's important to note. The first one I did was a painting. It was brush and paint on, I think it should be a canvas, where the new one is clearly more a digital art type of image. So, image wise, there is no comparison. I won't even think of comparing the images because both art styles in its own right is beautiful and unique, and I love them both, but they can't be compared under no circumstances at all. So, what I did note when I took out the pieces for the newer one is that the print is absolutely crisp and clear, and the colors are vibrant. And I can't help but think it compares to the hay puzzles. And I love hay puzzles. One of the reasons is the crisp and clear image quality. This one definitely in that region, it was absolutely beautiful. The fine lines, there was nothing wrong with the print on this image. The older one from a couple of months ago was a painting. So the lines were more brush strokes and the colors were more muted. It represented its own challenges in that regard. So I did enjoy the older one's print quality. There was nothing wrong with that. But this one being a digital image, the print quality was absolutely amazing. So I loved the print quality on this newer one. There is a very low shine on the image, and I only noticed it really when I attempted to take the photo of the finished puzzle. So the shine on this is not so much that it hindered the process of assembling the puzzle, not at all. So I think the gloss might actually be slightly less on the newer one than it was on the older one. Even the print quality feels different to the touch. The other one was more shiny. It felt like a mirror finish, where this one is more, I believe you call it a satin finish. So the print quality or the finish quality was definitely different for me. This one, although a little bit of shine, not enough to take away of the enjoyment of the puzzle. The problem I had with the first puzzle was the false fits, especially in the sky area. This one, it could be because it's an extremely busy image. I didn't experience any false fits, but if I look at the pieces compared to the older one, the newer one's pieces individually look more unique than the older one. The older one, there was a couple of pieces of the same shape that looked very similar throughout. With these, there was definitely more distinct differences between each piece of the same shape. So false fit, I believe, even if it was a big section of only one color on the new one, I don't believe I would have experienced any false fits whatsoever. If false fits would have been a problem, I assume I would have picked up on it with this image, because even though it's an extremely busy image, it is a mirror image. So the two sides are mostly the same. It's only the finer detail at the tops and bottoms and corners that are slightly different from the one side to the other. But in general, what you see on the one side is on the other side. So every flower repeats itself, the leaves repeat itself. If false fits would have been a problem, it could have presented itself with the duplication of the images. But like I said, I didn't experience any false fits whatsoever. The piece shapes were definitely unique in that sense that I don't think, even if it was only one color sections, I don't think I would have experienced any false fits at all. So thanks to a lot of the viewers and the very amazing community, I learned that this new design of the Gibsons boxes are for the contemporary puzzles. It's the more modern images. I assume it will also be more digital art images, as opposed to the blue box that is more the traditional nostalgic, I almost want to say nostalgic type of images, and those tend to look like they are more the painting type images. It's not as computerized digital art as the newer ones. Yeah, all in all, I must say I am very impressed after doing this puzzle. I will also classify this now as one of the good quality brands, and I will add more to my collection, definitely. So that is it, guys. My completely different experience with the newer Gibsons puzzle, and I'm happy. I'm in love. I would definitely invest in more of these, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And I would just like to say once again, I appreciate your time. I know it is precious, and I really appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.